Michael, I'm glad you're feeling better. Your mom's been worried, and I know she's relieved now that the truth has finally come out. You'd like her to stay here tonight, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would.
Well, then this is where she should be.
Thanks.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Want some water? Keep this just in case.
Okay, you know, your mom staying here is wonderful. It's great, right? Well, you know it's a one-time thing, right?
I know, but I'm still married to Mr. Alcazar.
Yes, and we all have to be understanding, no matter how we feel. Ain't that right?
Yep.
Thank you so much for understanding.
Doing what you need to do.
I just don't want you to think this is some first step towards reuniting with Sonny, because it's not.
I meant what I said to Michael. I'm glad he's better. It's all right with me if he wants to spend time with his mother.
I just want to be here with him. To reassure him that this whole ordeal is finally over. I love you. Thank you.
What are you doing here?
Just chatting with Dr. Thomas.
Hey, you're gonna have to wait outside.
All right.
How well did you know Dr. Adair?
Well, we were colleagues, just professionally.
Why'd she come to you the night she died?
She had questions about the Michael Corinthos case.
Why?
She was concerned about it. I mean, she knew that he'd been traumatized, and she wanted to know the progress of his recovery.
Did she say anything about A.J. Quartermain?
No.
What was her state of mind? Was she agitated or depressed?
Yeah, actually, yes. I mean, she seemed almost desperate to hear that Mike was going to be okay, and when I couldn't reassure her, she seemed to reach some kind of resolution. Yeah, looking back on it, I realize now that she must have been contemplating suicide.
Why are you sitting there in the dark?
Well, I was wondering what you were doing out on the terrace.
I was just taking a walk in Mother's rose garden.
At night?
Well, it's very beautiful in the moonlight, and it makes me feel close to her.
You know, it's funny, Alan. All these years, other people have kept us together. Lila, our children. Now,
It's good.
Jason?
You're both here.
Sam?
Is Michael all right?
Yeah, he's fine. I need to know about the accident 10 years ago.
What about it?
We need specifics on the treatment of Jason's injury.
Well, we told you all
I
that.
think you know more. You've been covering it up.
Sweet dreams, sweetheart. We're so happy to have you home.
Will the nightmares come back?
I don't think so. But if you get scared, then just call us, and we'll be here.
It was kind of fun, sleeping on a boat. My bed was always rocking back and forth. The water all lapping against the side of the boat. Worked a lot better than counting sheep.
So you didn't mind being on the boat?
Well, it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Leaving home so fast and not knowing when you're coming back. But Saving Jason made it a lot better.
Yeah. I wish I never had to come through this. But you know what? Throughout it all, you were strong, you were brave. You never left your brother and sister. You stayed with them. You know, you had a chance to get away. You fought to the end, and you never gave up.
I didn't have much choice, did I?
No. You were a survivor. And nobody could knock you down. You know, you kind of remind me of...
Who?
Your mama. I'm very, very proud to have you as my son.
For 10 years, you refused to talk about the accident or your recovery.
Yeah, well, I want to talk about it now.
You turned your back on our family and you rejected any effort we made toward having a relationship with you. And now out of the blue, you want our help.
Stop it, Alan. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have, Jason.
Okay, how much involvement did Dr. Thomas have in treating me?
Well, Tony Jones diagnosed you and he supervised all your treatments. He called in other doctors to consult, including Kevin Collins and Asher Thomas.
But they were psychiatrists. They must have been there when Jason woke up.
There was an intermediate period. Jason was comatose, but occasionally he would open his eyes. And when we saw that he wasn't completely unconscious, we called in psychiatrists to test his cognitive responses.
Okay, so Dr. Thomas was still treating Jason while he was comatose.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Where was AJ during all this? Did he know Dr. Thomas?
So did Dr. Thomas mention that Rachel Adair saw him coming out of A.J. Quartermain's hospital room the night that he died?
Who told you about that?
I went to see Rachel Adair to question her about A.J.'s death.
Well, she's suggesting that Dr. Thomas killed AJ.
She gave me the facts. She said she noticed the time on the wall clock.
Dr. Adair has a history of lying.
Yeah, still, though. It's interesting that Dr. Thomas was one of the last people to see her alive, isn't it?
Excuse me. Spencer, what about the autopsy? They'll only tell you.
Detective Beaudry. Thanks. Rachel Adair died of an overdose of barbiturates. There's no sign or indication of force or coercion.
What about the suicide note?
It's her handwriting.
So the evidence checks out. Rachel Adair killed herself.